What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John Maxwell. I just figured I'd start this video like this because I'm kind of busy right this second. I'm actually taking the XL to the shop. Should give it a little TLC, nothing major. But that's not what today's video is about. Today's video, I'm talking about Harley Dealer. Well, you saw the title. It's Harley Dealers versus old bikes. I get a ton of questions about if we work on old stuff and this and that. In real life, I'll be taking this to the shop first, and then in video life, well, I'll be right back. What is happening? We have a U-turn happening right now. This is like dangerous. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Whoa! What I'm getting at though is that, so dealerships don't work on old stuff generally. So today let's talk about why, and hopefully the rain doesn't hit me like it did the other day when I tried to shoot this video before. Like legit rain. So before I start though, this is purely opinion. This is not even what like me and my own dealership have talked about. It's just what I think leads to dealerships not working on old stuff. It has no bearing on what the motor company has said or what, hey, it's a motorcycle right there. See it? Right? Oh, I'll circle them. Oh, hey, motorcycle. Anyway, no bearing on what the motor company says. It's not even a conversation that I've actually had with the bosses at my own work. I express my opinion, but I'll tell you how far my opinion goes. What I'm getting at is this is purely for fun and for you guys to listen to me ramble. It's not a representation of the motor company at all. Just me, John Maxwell, the Harley Tech, the highly trained unprofessional on the YouTubes. You get the idea. So I touched on this in the 83 Sturgis video. That's not even an 83 Sturgis because they didn't make it then. So maybe I'll touch on that again later in the video. I don't work on old shovel heads because I went to school, paid a fortune to go to school because I want to learn to work on bikes in the dealership right now. A huge part of bikes in the dealership right now is what's being sold right now. You know, like 2018s.
I totally left my vape at home. Had to come and get it. I should add, I really need a location to film stuff instead of in front of this window, but the lighting is... 2018 models, or any new models, like 14 and later, a lot of the same P&A, parts and accessory stuff fits. That's what's important to the motor company that we're able to do as technicians. We talked about before how like new bike sales, that's how the motor company profits. And I know that's a drag to a lot of people. As a consumer, as a customer of Harley Davidson, you buy a Harley, you're part of the Harley family, that's part of the deal. But business is business. So that's kind of what I'm talking about in this whole video, is the business side of motorcycle sales. Opinion, not, you know, just opinion. In reference to that business, part of it is standing behind your product, doing warranty work, and that's what is important for us to know about. The motor company doesn't make a lot of money off of old bikes, shovels, and Evos. At our shop, we work on stuff, you know, that's still current. What I mean by what's current is like electrical systems, the primary housing, the engine, the, you know, like normal stuff that what's found on 2018s is current from... Let's take a break from this. I came back to get my vape. I got something straight from Canada. I have one commenter specifically that really, he's always down there. You scroll down, you'll see him. He really wants me to move to Canada. Constantly telling me that Canada needs a guy like John Maxwell, and that I should come there because the beer is better and pot is legal and things like that. So I'm really curious to see what's in this box. It's actually from Fogged Out Vapes, not that guy. It's not the pot. It is a ton of vape juice though. Fruit cocktail, whipped cream, jacked up. Maybe that one is some. Thank you, Fogged Out Vapes, for the gift. Let's get back on the bike.
So when I was in school, I thought that I was going to like work on all this old stuff, and it was going to be so cool that I knew how to work on old stuff because I took the early model class. And while I learned a lot about those particular old engines, you don't learn about the electrical systems and stuff. You did take some transmissions apart, which was cool. That's the thing about school though, I just took that stuff apart. I mean, I learned a little bit about it, but I'm no expert. To charge someone $85 to, I have a video out asking about local labor rates for the viewers, upwards of $150 in some locations. You can't charge someone somewhere between $80 and $150 if you don't 100% know what it is you're working on. I can't charge somebody an amount of money to like take stuff apart and figure out how the electrical system works, why that why the 83 lowrider wasn't starting. That's insane. That's not fair to the customer. That's just not good business. So it seems like the Harley dealer and the motor company is abandoning older style bikes. The OG Harley rider, and that's not entirely true. In reality, most dealers offer a pretty sizable discount in parts, in authorized Harley Davidson parts, to those aftermarket shops that do work on the older bikes, so that business can still make a profit on working on old bikes, on selling genuine Harley Davidson parts. That's very important in that business's success. The thing is, that's just it, is those aftermarket shops that the internet so loves, like, don't take your bike to a dealership, just find a good aftermarket shop. Well, in some instances that's true. An old bike, yeah, find a good aftermarket shop, but know that just because it's not a dealership doesn't mean that it's good. You still got to find a tech that knows what they're doing. It's not as simple as just, oh, it doesn't say Harley Davidson over the door, it must be a good shop. Like, that's just rude, by the way, I must say. So as far as the 10-year rule goes, what we do at my shop is we're pretty much 2000 and older, 99 and older. We all know what's up with a twin cam. You bring me a 99 twin cam and the electrical system, the starting mechanisms, the this and that, and the belt adjustments, the everything that I need to know to properly keep your bike in tip-top running order. I know how to do that stuff without a doubt, and paying me $85 an hour isn't worth it. You don't actually pay me that much money. You pay the dealership that much money. I get a percentage of that. That's for another video. What I'm getting at is different things change at different times. The electrical system is 96 and later. The clutch basket, like how you adjust the clutch and stuff like that, is 91 or 92 and later. CV carbs came out in that same early 90s era. I was trained in school to work on carburetors from the early 90s and later. CV carbs only. I don't know anything about S&S or any of the other stuff. I could probably figure it out. I know I could figure it out. But same deal. At $85 an hour, you want an expert on the subject, not somebody that can figure it out. I'm just robbing you of your money otherwise. Or, well, I'm not robbing you of your money. That's not what I mean. I'm robbing my boss, my dealership, his own profits, because let's say cleaning a carburetor is worth $85, right? But it takes me an hour to figure out how the carburetor works, which jet goes to what, which bypass valves are fueling what circuits and stuff like that. Well, it takes me an hour to figure that out, so then it takes me an hour to actually clean it, and then I only charge $85, but I only billed out 1 hour's worth of work. But it took me 2 hours to do it. Well, under normal circumstances, if that were the case with new models, I wouldn't have a job anymore. You can't operate at 50% efficiency and keep your job, keep the business profitable. Come wintertime, when there's not 40 hours worth of work in a week in the first place, maybe dealerships would be willing to work on older stuff. In the middle of summertime though, nah. We got stuff that is absolutely priority. Hopefully you guys are understanding that area of thinking. I understand that it sounds kind of crappy from a customer standpoint. You know, you buy a Harley, you think Harley's gonna work on it. I reached out to Antonio, y'all remember Antonio, and asked him what, you know, he's at Ford now, at the Ford dealership, and I asked him what their policy was, and they don't necessarily have a written policy, and it's kind of like ours, I guess. It's the techs there, they know how to work on certain things. If there's no one there that can work on the thing, then it's not fair to the customer to say, yeah, we'll work on it, but we're going to charge you a fortune because first we have to learn how to work on it. You know, systems change across all manufacturers. It's not like it's just Harley. For some reason, people love to hate Harley. And don't get me wrong, I ain't 100% GoPro Harley. GoPro. You guys are on a GoPro right now. I will fault Harley when they are deserving. I'll also stick up for them when they're not. So in reference to that old 83 lowrider with Sturgis paint on it that I posted the video about, I caught a little bit of comments about how, you know, it's not an 83, they didn't make an 83, and I was pretty sure of that information when I posted the video, but I didn't correct the owner and I didn't research it like I should have. There's two sides to that from where I'm at. I get a lot of opportunity to correct a customer on what he has. I've had like Ultra Dynas dropped off before, and you kind of look at the customer like, dude, are you serious? You don't even know what you own. But there's certain times and places when it's not a total asshole move to correct the customer. Part of my goals with this channel is to just educate people without coming across like a total douche, because I do know there's a lot of information in my little pea brain that I have seriously enjoyed sharing with people, and that's where I fell short on uploading the video on the Sturgis, on the lowrider with Sturgis paint, where I fell short. I should have corrected myself, because there's a lot of people that will watch my content and take it 100%, as you should, as I wish you would, because as I truly believe it to be accurate. And I should have done the research and corrected myself / that owner on what year model that bike was. I really wish I was going faster, by the way, but I didn't do the research. I didn't correct myself. I should have, so for that I am sorry. I have since tried to research the Sturgis model a little more, and it's been tough to say the least. Supposedly the Sturgis is made for 3 years, between the years of 80 and 82, and then again in 91. I'm not really smart, but I do know that '80, '81, '82, and 91. That's 4 years. So clearly it was made for either more than 4 years, or it was made in 80, 82, and 91. I do know and believe to be true that the 91 model did in fact come with the Evo engine, where the 80 and 82, if that's all they made, were shovel heads, in fact, because the Evo didn't come out until 84. The belt drive system, there were a couple of comments in there about what's so special about the Sturgis. I thought the whole time that the importance of the Sturgis was the primary belt drive, because it's the only primary belt drive that Harley ever used. But it turns out it seems through the internet, nothing on the internet is always entirely true, that the Sturgis was the first final belt drive too. See, up to that point they were all chain drive. Kind of interesting stuff. The temperature just dropped about 5 degrees around that turn, which means that cloud is rain. Well, I've been wanting to make this video though to kind of clarify some questions I get about older bikes, and then clarify some issues in the comment section of that Sturgis model video that I made. That was, I mean, it was really just supposed to be a fun video. You know, I had a good time with a friend of mine, and we, you know, he took some pictures, I took some video, we had a good time. I want to do that sometimes, and I forget though that at the end of the day this channel is educational, so I put out some misinformation that I should have rectified before releasing that video. Also, my goal is to, with the channel that is to kind of clarify some customer and stealership, because obviously I really hate that term. While it is, I mean, I admit it is kind of funny. I mean, it rhymes with dealership, and you know, we're overpriced and stuff, but the reality is I truly believe that we offer in most cases, a better product at a good value. Any of my customers know that I will go out of my way to save them some money and labor when it's possible, to get them the correct part for the job, whether it's Harley or aftermarket or what have you. It's the best part for the value. It's this common thing. I see it on the internet a lot where, like, because the one Harley part cost $400 and you can get it on Amazon for $100, obviously Harley Davidson is just a bunch of stealerships and they're just out to rape the customer. I think that's unfair. The quality between those two parts is considerably different generally. If they are not, I will be the first to tell you. I am not going to pump you full of Harley Davidson stuff because it's Harley Davidson stuff. So that's kind of why we don't work on older models, because it's not a good value for the money to have a tech that graduated 2012 certified in new model electronics and chassis and that stuff, to have that guy work on your old Shovel or Evo. It's kind of just the way it is. Hopefully that kind of clears some stuff up for you. It is about to rain on me big time. This is a nice road though, it's curvy. I like it. I haven't been down here in a long time. Yep, found the rain, ladies and gentlemen. That means time to boot, scoot, and boogie it on home. Also means I'm probably gonna have to pull this GoPro off my helmet. I don't know if you guys saw Moto Noob Rider did a test review in the rain with his mic adapter and the GoPro and everything. Yeah, totally broke his mic adapter. These things are not cheap, so might have to pull it off the helmet, even though I think I'm gonna get out of that rain cloud right there and get up there. We'll see about it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Guys, if you like this video, give it a big dirty thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the information that I'm putting out there. And oh yeah, subscribe if you want to learn more about Harley Davidson. Tap the bell notification so you know when I upload, of course. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.